Welcome back to the smartest year ever, our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalists. My name is Gordy, and I was just wondering, what if I just took a boat to Antarctica and I started building a house there? Could I legally do that? Would anyone stop me? And why did South American countries send pregnant women there? Find out. Like and subscribe if you haven't so you can keep up every single day. I do this every single day, so let's talk about Antarctica, the last unclaimed continent, a frozen wasteland at the bottom of the world. No countries, no cities, no cops. You just kind of sail down there, right? And I could just plant a flag, right? And set up a little cabin, right? Well, not exactly. So first off, let's clear up a common misconception. Antarctica isn't exactly unclaimed. It is governed by the Antarctic Treaty System, signed in 1959 by 12 countries and now expanded to over 50 nations. The treaty essentially put a freeze on territorial claims, saying, hey, let's not fight over this place, guys. Let's just do science there. And it bans military activity, mining, nuclear testing, and yes, unauthorized construction by people like me. But wait. What does unauthorized even mean in a place where no real government or authority exists? Well, it means that while no one technically owns Antarctica, multiple countries have overlapping claims on sections of it. The UK, Argentina, and Chile all claim parts of the same icy slice. Australia climbs the biggest chunk, over 40%. But here's the twist. Those claims aren't recognized universally. The US and Russia, for example, don't recognize any of them. But can you just go rogue and build a house? Well, first, let's take a step back, okay? Let's say you somehow haul a ton of lumber, insulation, and your Nespresso machine down there. What happens next? Well, first, you'd have to deal with the Madrid Protocol, an environmental protection agreement signed in 1991, and it designates Antarctica as a natural reserve devoted to peace and science. It basically says you want to build, well, you're going to need a permit, and good luck getting one. Even researchers have to jump through a lot of hoops to get approved for temporary structures, I learned. Article 3 of Madrid's Protocol, Environmental Protection to the Antarctic Treaty, 1991, states, activities in the Antarctic Treaty area shall be planned and conducted so as to limit adverse impacts on the Antarctic environment and dependent and associated ecosystems. So you're going to need to prove that your building wouldn't disrupt the delicate ecosystem or pollute the land, don't harm the penguins, who are basically the only year-round residents there. Second, there's logistics, all right? Antarctica isn't exactly the Home Depot of continents. There's no hardware stores, no roads, no trees, no infrastructure to support private construction. The weather is brutal, with temperatures dropping to like 100 or negative 128 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 89 Celsius in the winter, and supply ships only come a few times a year, right? So you need to be prepared to be completely self-sufficient, which means bringing everything with you, food, fuel, tools, and a backup plan for when everything goes wrong. So now let's say you ignore all of that and you just build your house anyway. What then? Are Antarctic police going to kick down your door? Well, probably not. There's no official police force or military presence, and no one country, as I mentioned, has jurisdiction to arrest you technically. But it wouldn't be that simple. If your construction violates the environmental protocols or encroaches on a research station's territory, any of the treaty signatories could raise hell. That they could report you to your home country, which could then decide to prosecute you. But even then, enforcement is tricky. It's not like they're going to parachute in a SWAT team or something and be like, get the guy in the cabin. Maybe, I don't know. And this is interesting, people have tried to bend the rules before. Back in the 1970s, Argentina tried to bolster their Antarctic sovereignty claims by sending a pregnant woman to give birth in one of their research stations. The logic being, hey, if we have babies born here, then it's ours, right? And did it work? No. It's still the same as it's always been. But the baby, now grown up, is in the Guinness Book of World Records as the first person born on the continent. And now there are a few people walking around who can legitimately say that they were born in Antarctica, because other countries sent couples down there for the same goal. Thought that was interesting. So can you build a house in Antarctica? Technically, no, not without a permit. And even if you tried, you'd be facing some of the most extreme weather and isolation on the planet. But legally, what's the worst thing that could happen, right? You get reported, fined, or dragged back to civilization. But whatever country claims the territory is likely not going to recognize your squatters' rights, right? So there you have it, Antarctica, the world's most isolated, inhospitable, and heavily regulated no man's land. You might be able to secretly get away with building a house, but good luck getting it to stand up in a blizzard or in international court. Thank you to all my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Please leave me a comment, follow, rate, like, subscribe, share with someone who likes this sort of thing. at Smartest Year Ever on social media. Go check out the 1 minute version of this after you're done. Everywhere that you are on socials, I am there too at Smartest Year Ever. Stay curious and stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalists. I will see you tomorrow in the Smartest Year Ever.